So today I've got something interesting to show you guys, and that is a pair of sunglasses that are also bone conduction earphones. So these were sent out to me by Zungle themselves, and these are the Viper V2s. They've pretty much asked me if I wanted to review these, to which I replied yes, and so they sent them on over. Now I've had these for a little less than a week now, and here are my thoughts on them. So I've walked around with these outside for a bit and took them to a few places, and first off, the sunglasses work really well at shielding my eyes from the sun, as you would expect from a pair of sunglasses. But now as a pair of earphones, they did not give me that great sound, or even good sound for that matter. The audio that these produce is similar to audio from a cheap $10 speaker from the 90s. But with that said, these, as you can clearly tell, are not your typical pair of earphones. They work on bone conduction technology, so pretty much all the mid to higher end frequencies will be coming out of these three vents on the bottom here on each side, and then the lower end frequencies like the bass will use your actual skull to produce that. And the way it does it is by having these silicone pads here on the sides basically press against your skull. And it pretty much uses your skull as a woofer. And for the most part, I'll say that it does work, but if you're like me and have a narrower head, then you won't really get contact between these silicone pads and your skull. And so without that, you don't really get to feel or hear the bass. But now putting that aside, so in my everyday just casually walking around with these on and having the music play is not something I would normally do. I mean, the sunglasses part, sure, if I'm outside, but if I'm usually just walking around and would like to listen to music, then I'd probably prefer to have a more private and good sounding listening experience. So a pair of earbuds would usually do it for me, especially since with these sunglasses, in order to hear the music, you really need to crank up the volume really loud. And I mean like having the volume on the loudest so that it can be heard, because essentially this is pretty much a speaker. Here's an idea of how loud these get. So you could imagine that other people in your immediate surrounding would technically hear that as well. So it's not really practical for general use, but I'll say this. I took these on my bike ride the other day, so sometimes I like to ride my bike over to the gym. So not only did I get a cool pair of shades to wear that actually have certified UV eye protection, but I was also able to listen to music at the same time without putting myself in danger by blocking out all outside sounds, which would normally happen if I used a pair of earphones. So it was extremely liberating and convenient, and was just overall impressed that I was able to ride and listen without sacrificing my 360-degree hearing. And also not having anything dangling out of my ears was an added bonus. So that was fun, and I definitely plan on using these more often. Now of course I could alternatively just get a Bluetooth bike speaker that would for sure sound better at a fraction of the cost, which is not a bad idea to be honest, but with these sunglasses, one, it's basically a niche product, so you are essentially paying for the convenience of not only having a 2-in-1, but also you're getting some of the latest hardware, and by that I mean Bluetooth 5.0 and the bone conduction technology. So if I didn't already mention, these use Bluetooth version 5.0, which is actually the first Bluetooth 5.0 device that I've ever used, so thumbs up for that. So with the latest Bluetooth 5.0, you won't notice any delay whatsoever with the audio and video. I didn't even notice a few millisecond delay, which I normally would get with Bluetooth 4.2 with aptX. And then number two, you are getting a private listening experience without having to disturb the public, as opposed to, for example, if you were using, let's say, a Bluetooth bike speaker. And in addition to that, you get to also listen to your favorite boy band while riding without having people judge you. Just don't get too close up though, because otherwise they will be able to hear the sound that comes out of these sunglasses. Now you also get instant voice Siri recognition. That is, if Hey Siri is turned on your device. Hey Siri, play some music. So anytime you say Hey Siri, she'll respond instantly. The mic quality is pretty darn good, especially for a Bluetooth microphone. So far, this is by far the best Bluetooth microphone that I've ever used. Here's a sample in case you guys were wondering what the microphone sounded like. Hey guys, this is what the microphone sounds like on the Zungle Viper, and I'm using my iPhone SE with the voice memo app to record this audio. As you can hear, the audio does sound very clear from the microphone on the Zungle Viper. That is for a Bluetooth microphone. So essentially these would make a great hands-free calling headset, and so you know, This is all made possible with that Bluetooth 5.0 technology. And then lastly, these are also IPX4 water and sweat resistant, so you don't need to worry about getting a bit of sweat or water on them. Now for a quick overview on the hardware, you've got a total of 6 buttons, and here's a quick glance at what each one does. Now some additional information on these sunglasses. So you have a 115 milliamp hour battery, so you'll get about 3 to 4 hours of music playback before you need to charge these, which come with the included dual charging USB cable. Charging time is about 50 to 60 minutes with the included charging cable. As mentioned previously, you have a Bluetooth version 5.0, you have IPX4 sweat and water resistance, you have a built-in microphone, and the wireless range is about 30 feet or 10 meters. The glasses and lenses come in multiple different colors. And now here's a quick tutorial on how to pair up the device with your iPhone. Firstly, make sure the glasses are charged up fully, then press and hold the on button on both sides simultaneously for about 3 seconds until you hear power on. Now on your phone, enable the Bluetooth, then search for Got Zungle, tap that to pair, and voila, you're done. You are now paired. So to conclude, if you have a larger rounder type of head and you have about $129 to spend and are looking for a pair of earphones / sunglasses for your daily bike ride commute, since I do believe they're best suited for that or really any outdoor activity, then I think I could recommend these for all of that. Just again, don't expect these to have a good sound because, as I said before, these sound tin canish. And at best, you'll get some minor bass, that is if you can get these silicone pads to fully press onto your head. Otherwise, I guess if you just want to check these out because why not, then go for it. You might just find other great uses for them. Well, that's been it. Thank you all for watching my review on the Zungle Viper sunglasses / bone conduction earphones. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. Also, like and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you guys in my next review video. Peace.